would you look at those skies, Dustin?
Beautiful out there.
It is. Good morning. Thank you for joining us for your 10 a.m. news and weather update. I'm Bailey Bockover.
And I'm Dustin Staples.
Yeah, and speaking of outside, it really does look great out there. Things are really coming together along the coast as Hurricane Erin has just completely moved out of our general vicinity.
Yeah.
And we're looking good, right?
So far, so good. Yeah, a lot of our coastal spots still watching out for high rip currents along the coast today. Probably tomorrow, having the risk of rip currents again, but overall, they're not looking too bad.
Yeah, high risk of rip currents for this weekend, so maybe not the best beach weekend, but next weekend, Labor Day, right?
Hopefully, fingers crossed, looking to be pretty nice as of now, yes.
Okay, good. We don't need any more rain or storms.
No.
Well, let's take a look at our top headline. A Jacksonville woman is being accused of setting her boyfriend's house on fire. Onslow County deputies say they were called to the home of 2052 Countrywood Drive for a report of a fire around 8 p.m. Tuesday. Deputies say they met with the owner of the home, Deshaun Middleton, who said he was asleep when the fire started and woke up to the blaze. Middleton told deputies he and his girlfriend, 25-year-old Ariel Payton, were the only people in the home and were both asleep at the time. Deputies say Payton wasn't at the home when they got there, but she was later found and arrested on unrelated outstanding warrants. After further investigation, deputies found probable cause to charge Payton in connection with the fire. Payton is charged with malicious use of explosive or incendiary, 2 counts of simple assault and second-degree trespassing. She was given a $43,750 secured bond. She's being held at the Onslow County Detention Center, and the Onslow County Sheriff's Office says the investigation is ongoing. And there has also been dune breaches keeping Highway 12 on Hatteras Island and Ocracoke closed. It looks like as of a few minutes ago, Hyde County lifted its evacuation orders for Ocracoke residents, meaning that it could be safe to go back onto the island. I know crews have been out there working to get everything looking good. This was a clip of Buxton around 7 this morning. So
Yeah, they're still seeing the overwash take apart, and I will say that the concern for that, well, again, like you said, it was still not as breezy like it was like it was yesterday or even Wednesday night as well, but definitely a little bit more improved conditions with that too. And yeah, a lot of folks have been out there trying to clean things up right there, and good to see they're finally slowly opening that up right there at P Island. So I will say most of the beaches, again, probably not completely 100% open, but obviously, watch out for those barricades and, hopefully by Sunday, the weather, we've got more rain coming our way forecast. It's the last thing they need to see right now is more rain, but yeah. I will say it doesn't look like a lot of wind coming in this weekend, though, so that'll be helping things that calm down a little bit.
And things do need to calm down. We need a dry stretch, especially being in a vulnerable time like hurricane season.
Yeah, we're going to get that next week. I think it's going to be very much needed for sure, no doubt about it. Obviously, of course, some of the headlines again today, not as breezy and kind of sunny today and tomorrow, so some good looking weather ahead of us here, and showers will increase on Sunday. And as we go past next, we get some dry air, some quieter air as well starting to filter in too. So overall, if you're making some plans to be outside over the next couple of days here, we do have some pretty good questions, pretty good answers with you if you're having the questions of figuring out what you're going to figure out how the weather's going to be this weekend. Quiet skies right now, and we'll continue to have more lighter mist of showers right there too as you make your plans. So again, today no real issues. There's Erin. It's way off our coastline up here for sure. And if you're trying to make some plans to be outside the coast today, again, just be careful of those rip currents. Here's the latest on Erin. Again, there'll be a new update coming up at 11. Cat 1 now, and this thing's going to be rushing quickly out of here as it makes its way to portions of the northern Atlantic up there, and giving folks up towards Greenland and Iceland a little bit of some rip current risk as well. Now overall, our winds right now are calm. We're still seeing breezy conditions north of the Outer Banks up towards the state line, but the rest of us are fairly quiet right now. That north flow, and again, currently gusting of 16 miles in many of the rest of us, really not much to report about. Quiet skies in Washington with a few clouds. Same story here in Greenville. Not much happening out there. The last weekend for a lot of school kids too. So again, if you do have plans to be outside for a lot of the kids today, get out there and soak it in. Tomorrow looking nice as well. Maybe head out to the Watermelon Festival or ECU Move-In or whatever whatever you're doing. High school football tonight's looking pretty nice too. Air temperatures low 70s, several degrees cooler for some of your locations. So overall, we've got that change in the temperature and also that wind flow coming in out of the north and northeast here today. That'll hold steady for the next several days, and then again about 5 miles or less, and not much of an issue for inland spots. And like we said, there could be a light breeze there along the coast coming up on Sunday night into Sunday afternoon, as we've got some more rain coming in there, so we'll have more breezy conditions along the Crystal Coast. And again, by midday, late day Sunday, we'll start to see some of those take apart too. Now, obviously, your wave height forecasts not an issue, but still watch out for some of those waves along way offshore, though, about 5 to 7 feet, and then most of the sounds looking to be pretty nice around all of the weekend. All right, here's your latest on more storms. 2 tropical systems we're watching. No name yet, but Gabriella and Fernand and Gabriella are the next 2 named storms. Got a 50% chance of development over the next 7 days. That little yellow X is not being tracked by the Hurricane Center anymore, but this system's got about a 80-90% chance of development. Does look like it will most likely go towards the same path, airing a bit further out to the east past Bermuda. So we've made another named storm by the end of the weekend. All right, here we go. Clouds again, not much rain, maybe a stray shower for southern counties. That's really about it. Tomorrow looking nice though, mid-60s, low 60s tomorrow morning for a lot of you. So wake up in the low to mid-70s if you're heading out to the Winterville Festival in the morning, looking good. If you're heading out to the festivities in the afternoon, could see a stray sprinkle or light shower. But going into Sunday, right now looks like probably the wettest of the day. So again, not much rain expected. You do see about a ½ inch to roughly a ¼ of an inch. The heaviest of the rain right now raining south of Highway 17 and 264. But this is a nice little graphic here. The humidity's taking a drop after Monday. We're going to get out of those 80s with that too. And tomorrow morning, again, a lot of overnight lows, mid-60s up the door, maybe some upper 50s possible for some of you. So really well-deserved treat with the warm weather moving in all around. All right, once you get past the mid-80s on Monday, we'll cool down to the mid-70s and upper 70s and low to mid-80s here for next week. As Zach likes to call it, the fake fall returns for us late next week. So if you're looking for that treat, it's going to be really welcome, no doubt about. Watermelon Festival again kicked off last night. We got it today, we got it tomorrow, we got it Sunday. ECU moves in. Friday night football. It looks like this Friday, maybe the next 2 Fridays should be pretty nice for all that as well. So be sure to watch our game of the week. We'll be streaming that on our web, and also 7-2 with Dugan Lloyd and our Chris Cook. They'll all be out there tonight keeping you updated, as well as the other photographers and reporters here. They'll make sure to have all the up-to-date information you need. And then next week, again, nice weather, good stretch of some dry conditions moving in. Those who are making plans to be outside, you need to get out there and soak it in. So a lot of good opportunities for students to enjoy recess as they're back in school.
Absolutely, and I do want to just give an update because I did see a comment from Jen Mongad who said people should not be heading to Hatteras Island or Ocracoke at this time. Yet it would be at your own discretion. However, Hyde County did lift that evacuation order for Ocracoke residents. Hyde County commissioners say essential personnel, residents, and property owners will be able to access the island in that order of priority starting at 12 p.m. today, pending NCDOT ferry availability. Officials say the evacuation order for visitors is still in effect as crews assess conditions on Highway 12 at the north end of Ocracoke. The commissioners issued a state of emergency and ordered a mandatory evacuation earlier this week ahead of Hurricane Erin. NCDOT crews are currently working to clear Highway 12 of the overwash and sand that piled up as Hurricane Erin made its approach across the coast. Officials say ferries will pick up operations on the Sound class routes this afternoon. The Swan Quarter Ocracoke and Cedar Island Ocracoke ferries are scheduled to depart both ways at noon and 4 p.m. Regularly scheduled summer routes will resume tomorrow. You can find more information on our website. We'll have a drive.gov link that you could click and give you more details into what you can be expecting there. So it's looking like visitors hang back a little bit if you don't want to go down there anyways right now. But for those that live down at the coast, you know, you have your own belongings you want to check on. It's looking like just be careful.
Yeah, and of course, like I said, probably wait till about Sunday afternoon. Well, Monday, because it's going to rain again on Sunday. If you're trying to get down there tomorrow, I know a lot of you have got your rental houses, all the Airbnbs, people stay down there, and I get that. You want to try to make sure your property's safe, but obviously, wait till the all clear's given, and we'll be sure to update you. So stay tuned for that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. Stick around. We'll have more coming up at 11.